Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I am Amabel.
and welcome back to Thief to the Metal Age, where today, get this, we're traveling by using the rooftops. What a novel concept. Who could possibly have conceived of such an idea? You know, to stay away from guards and people who might notice us doing things. Up here on the rooftops. I'm still mad. I'm still mad. I will never stop being mad.
And now I'm not mad because now I have the song up on the rooftop in my head, and that's a good song.
Hey, the city looks almost bearable from up here.
Is this the first time we've been in the daylight? Kinda?
Well, I mean,
No, it's not daylight.
It's
That's
daylight.
the moon.
It's daylight because people get mad if I let it be dark in the game where it's supposed to be dark most of the time.
I'm really excited for this level, sweetheart. Like, super excited.
Hey, shh. What is that sound? Oh, I think it's supposed to be like a person, like with the sniffles, maybe. I thought at first I was hearing zombie noises,
Nothing, I guess. Oh, well.
but no, it is this man who is just standing up on top of his bed. In, I think maybe he was snoring. All right, hold on a second. Review the objectives: infiltrate Angel Watch, spy on Karis, break into Karis's office, read his shit, steal all of his stuff, get out of Angel Watch and back to the safety of the bell tower. Don't kill anyone who's unarmed. This guy's holding a sword. He's basically coming right for me. Hey, Amabel, you know what I
Yeah.
love?
What?
Stealth. It's my favorite.
Yep.
Cheese, that's my cheese. $5. Take that $5. Here's some wine I don't want. Aha, he had 10 more dollars on him. Oh, here's his lights. This is curious. Anyway, murdered a man for $15. Professional thievery. I was like, that was my Garrett away.
If I follow this road north, it should take me right to the Mechanist Tower.
He always sounds so surprised when I make him climb stuff. It's that,
Yeah.
There's that gasp.
It's always so effortful.
It's like,
and
me? Climb?
it doesn't make me think of, like, a master thief parkouring around. It makes me think of, like, someone who's slightly out of shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really know. We don't get to see Garrett very much, except in, like, silhouette occasionally. He might be pretty out of shape. He might be like me, where he's like, I should, like, exercise or something, probably.
You gave yourself away that time.
I made a noise. I mean, if I just pull myself up into here, what are the odds that I get immediately murdered?
Gotta stay on my toes anyway.
Do I have one of those scouting orbs? I do. Alright, let me, check that out. Modern technology. I can't tell if that, like, this is not a real door, this texture over here. There's a chest in this room. Is that the window over there? That's the window. We're seeing the brick beyond it. So that archer's, like, right looking at the window. This is just a single room. But it does have a chest in it. Probably ought to do the thing. It's just responsible thievery, really. Stealth. He was looking out the window and he never saw that coming. Alright, gotta go get my scouting orb back. Also, hey, that's actually a lot of money. And this guy had arrows. I saw them. Let me loot the arrow. I can see the arrow. I just can't get it to highlight. Oh, wait. There it is. Okay. Now we are north of the amount of arrows we started with.
That's annoying when it, you drop the enemy and they're on their back, so you can't.
Yeah, and the game is so finicky about highlighting the loot instead of the body.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's try not to fall onto the glass.
You should try to attack them so they end up on their front instead.
I mean, listen, I don't usually get a lot of say. I kind of have to take it as it comes. Which is the same thing they have to do with my arrows. Oh. Where's that walking sound coming from? Are there guards? We're getting a lot of echoey footsteps for there not being anyone visible. So wait, which building is this? This is here on the corner. I'm very curious about the Necromancer's Spire.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're going to break into every building.
Yeah.
It's me,
Have,
Garrett, the guy who robs people.
have we encountered anyone with a crossbow ever, or crossbows just not exist here?
We have never seen a crossbow.
Seems quite
That's
normal now. Okay.
bizarre.
Is it? Why do you say that?
I heard something.
Well, the game has the trappings of like medieval and also the industrial period.
Yeah.
And like Norman crossbows, for example, were in use by Hastings by like 1066.
Okay,
So,
but
like,
is that...
crossbows.
I know you have a lot of like historical weapons knowledge from your war games and stuff, but like, is that... Would they have been common in a city guard sort of setting? Would they have been common for like patrolmen to have? Because that's what we're seeing mostly. It's not like military people.
Well. Here's the thing. Like, so a longbow, even like a composite bow,
nice. Free health potion.
it doesn't require the same amount of pull. It still requires a lot of training and skill to use.
Yeah.
The thing about a crossbow is it requires almost no skill. Like you're looking at like years of training to get proficient with a bow, where you can actually use it reliably.
Yeah.
Like it's just the way longbows work and human physics work. Whereas a crossbow is something that any idiot could be given a crossbow, and over the course of a couple days.
Stench heartier than your rotting burrick of a master is the liquor on his fetid breath. If he comes near Lady Van Vernon again, we'll boil his knickers.
Words coming from a knock-kneed, inbred page boy such as yourself. Our good Master Willie wouldn't be caught near that frumpy little trollop unless he were holding her back at the end of a halberd.
How dare you defile the name of someone so good and virtuous as the Lady Van Vernon? Our lady is a saint among mortal women. An angel so pure the heavens couldn't hold her.
Ah, your lady, an angel? You're lucky the dockside whore keeps aren't bashing down her door for stealing their clientele. Why, just last night, I saw her out back, warming up the stable boy.
Such slander will not be tolerated while we're on watch. You'd best run and rescue your helpless limp lord before he flounders in his own vomit, or wakes up naked in a hen coop. Scurry off, or you'll require some unnecessary ventilation.
Instead of threat, you shriveled old maid. You gonna prick us with your sewing needles? On this side of the street, we shoot like soldiers, so don't make promises your arrows can't keep.
You gone too far this time, you camel-mannered tunic-wearing mollycoddle! An arrow in the throat that'll shut you up!
Have at thee!
Hey,
And sadly, there were no survivors.
So the thing about longbows,
Holy shit, I really appreciate the voice actor going just hard as fuck. Like really getting into that range where your voice is kind of like shredded by the anger, and that was fucking great. That was excellent acting.
yeah,
For
that was delightful.
for a goofy little scene that really raised my spirits. Just gonna help myself to some arrows.
So what I was saying is that, all these guards and whatnot, to be archer guards, they'd have to have like years of training, highly specialized training. Whereas if crossbows existed, which maybe is no one invented them in this world, you could just give them to any thug and hire them as a city watchman or a guard or whatnot. I just find it interesting, is all.
Well, sure, but like the crossbow itself is non-trivial to produce, right? Like, it's a lot easier to make a bow than it is to make a crossbow.
Probably. I mean, certainly a crossbow probably requires manufacture by someone who's specifically skilled in that implement, right? Whereas,
You have to remember,
you
we
can kind of
just
put together a bow.
we just invented gears.
That's true.
And I think a gear is an important part of a crossbow. I don't actually know that, but it feels to me like. So there's not really a good reason to come down here because of the fact that we let those guys up top kill each other off. I could have entered from up there, but it seems like there's not even anything down here to, like... This is just where those guys died, right? Like...
Yeah.
It's remarkably hard to get into the valuable parts of this city from above. Anyway, I think we're going over there, so...
Yeah, so...
Here's another thing. It's pretty easy to animate a guy using a bow. Oh, actually, this is not a good approach. It is considerably harder to animate a guy using a crossbow. You have twice as many animations, right? You have to have a fire animation, but you also have to have a separate reload animation. Whereas they simply don't bother to show, like he just has an arrow and then he has another arrow. As long as you make the end of the arrow animation have his arms go sort of like down or back, you can just sort of fudge it and just draw the arrow in his hand on the next frame and call it good.
So, apparently, the
didn't mean to do that.
earliest form of the crossbow. So I was talking, about the kind of medieval crossbow that was extremely efficient and deadly during, like the middle part of the medieval period. But
That was really loud.
the first crossbows came around about 200 BCE, both in Europe and in China. So that's
What?
That's a fun fact.
Where did they get the gears?
there actually aren't gears. I don't think there's a locking mechanism,
Uh-huh.
but it's not really a gear kind of thing.
It's ridiculous. Science fiction. That's like Bat Boy. Amabel, do you believe in Bat Boy? Come on.
Gears date from the 4th century BCE.
Sure, like the gears in general, but we're talking about a pretty miniaturized, specialized form of a gear here.
A metal gear.
Yeah, like a pretty solid one, I would think. So you're talking about not an original Metal Gear, you're at least 3rd generation.
Yeah, I'm not. To be clear, I'm not trying to poke holes in the setting. I just find it an interesting way that the technology developed here.
Either that or you're really mad about some camper you encountered in Chivalry.
Stop at once!
My arrow went...
Put your hands
This
up.
man is a ghost.
Ah!
We slay those. Did you see my arrow just go clean through him?
I did.
Because I definitely shot him in the chest at point blank range. Oh.
He's probably doing a power crush.
As you well know, if you deal enough damage to someone for them to die during a power crush, they do still die. Hold on. I certainly don't want to have skipped this building over here. Now, people are a little on edge due to all of the yelling. Is that steam gonna burn me?
Only one way to find out.
I am very stealthy. I am sneaking and I'm doing a good job.
I am.
That's like a keeper or a thief or something.
Come on now. I won't hurt you. Uh-oh, I smell trouble. I know you're out there. Oh, you got trouble now.
Of course, he waited until my bow arm got tired. Here's the thing about most people in this city. They fucking suck at sword fighting.
Well, yeah, sword fighting also is like a highly specialized skill. Everyone should have crossbows.
The only solution to this is that everybody be given a crossbow. Each man shall be issued a pamplemousse. So did we interrupt a robbery? Is that what happened here? They've been cutting down this guy's tapestries and so to doing the thing that I do, also poltergeisting all of his furniture together and then setting it on fire for some reason. The hell's going on? Why are they burning this guy's? That was 15 flares. Well, I mean, listen, it's not any of my business, really. I'm just going to continue stealing all of his belongings. But this is what happens when you hire a second-rate thief for a thing.
Mm-hmm.
A first-rate thief finds out about it and steals all his shit.
And murders.
And murders. I mean, obviously murder. That was self-defense. That's manslaughter.
I mean, you wouldn't need to self-defend if you had been sneaky.
No, then I would have needed to murder. Are you okay there, friend? Is that... None of them are moving, actually. I think we fell into a dance party. This is like the rat disco down here.
Well, this is good, because what mission are we on? Life of the party. We found the party.
Here, kids, I brought you a glow stick. Garrett's cool. Garrett gets what the kids are into. They fucking love glow sticks. Okay. Anyway, back to the mission.
Can you imagine Garrett at a rave?
Garrett is at every rave, but nobody knows because he's so stealthy. There's never been a rave without Garrett. If Garrett's not there, it isn't a rave, technically. These are the rules of raving. This is curious.
Yeah.
The roof is very low.
I like all the little areas we've been given access to with this.
Yeah, this is a good thieving level.
Yeah. So actually, there are a couple reasons why I'm really excited for doing this episode with you in particular. One is it's been a little while.
That water that is pouring into that pool has a sort of a greenish cast to it that makes me less than excited about the thing I'm about to do.
Secondly, because it doesn't look great. Because I do read the comments, there was more than one person who said that this is their favorite mission in Thief 2. So it seemed like this would be a very good one.
Well, so far I am digging it. Damn it, fucking Garrett.
I would like there to be,
That's magic-y.
yeah. I would like there to be a supercut of all the times you
But
say
it's just
Garrett.
not fair. The season's most ballyhooed social event, and we're not even invited? I am a Rothschild. Don't they understand that? Don't they understand how incredibly important I am?
Shh, I know, dear. But there will be other banquets. Besides, it's not as if we intend to join their silly religion or anything.
No, it's not that. It's just that, well...
Yes, my snookums?
Oh, Pumpkin! The Mechanists invited the Bumblesins! The Bumblesins! I mean, they haven't been in the inner circle in years!
Now, Frederick, don't you think you're overreacting just a tad?
No! I am Frederick Juniper Rothschild III, and I deserve more recognition than those commoners.
Oh, I know what we'll do, my sweet. We'll throw our own ball to the abyss with those Mechanists and their private affairs. Besides, they're just looking for supporters. We'll have our own banquet and invite everyone but the Bumblesons. Would that make you happy, my love?
Oh, yes! What an absolutely capital idea!
Please murder them.
What was that?
Who's there?
If they are not armed, we will fail the mission for killing them.
So I think you should quick save, murder them, and just once.
Just
Once. For me. Do this for love of me.
Alright, okay. Let's see if we can find it. It sounds like they're in this building. I do not yet see an entrance. Gosh, there's a lot of city out here. You think I can make this shot? This is pretty serious. Oh, that guy's in alert mode now. He heard the other dude die, I guess.
I mean, it was pretty loud.
It seemed pretty quiet to me.
What you need is a crossbow with a silencer.
Just screw a silencer onto the front of it. This may be a waste of a water arrow, potentially, but... Come on. Oh, what a good shot that didn't kill him for some reason. I don't know if I was all the way zoomed in. The extra damage bonus might not have been in effect yet. Oh, he did the animation they do right before they run, so I like twitched the bow to lead him on the run, but then he didn't actually run. Because there's a like I have hit really low health, like stumble animation that they do.
Yeah, no, that was a good fake out on his part. Good conditioning. Good read.
I don't know if it counts as conditioning. Like, you don't get credit for conditioning if it's something I believe you're going to do because 10,000 different guys have done it. But it's still an okay read. So the thing is, they're reacting to hearing footsteps around outside, but like... they have guards patrolling out here. So what do those footsteps belong to the guards? Right? Like, what? I don't know that it's necessarily reasonable for them to just assume... Hell yeah, flash bombs. I don't know that it's reasonable for them to just assume that every sound they're hearing is a hostile footstep, you know? That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Sound?
Damn it. I thought that was going to happen. Okay.
stop tapping with me, please?
Oh, you have no idea how taft you are, sister. Okay. Anyway. P. We have to stop meeting at the alchemist. This is the third time that woman has come by to press her nose against the glass. I don't know whether she's ogling Gramad or just wants a love potion from old Jack, but it's giving me the shivers. Can you do anything about it? N. These are just dirty bags. There's dirty, bloody bags hanging here.
Cool.
Sick. I love a weird, dirty bag for no reason.
This explains why you love me.
Oh. I'm stuck. I can't move. Well, this is no good. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, all right. Later. I mean, we weren't in perfect darkness. We were in, like, the state right above that. I guess that's good enough. So this is a cooking pot that was in one of the chests. I dropped it, and it lodged itself into the wall.
That's very normal.
Not my problem. Rich people own the weirdest shit. Should probably have my blackjack out. Alright, I think this is taking us up into the room that we heard those people talking in. Or at least it seems like it's kind of the direction. Maybe not. No, this is... Where the hell am I?
Do you want to bring up the map at all this mission, sweetheart?
I brought up the map several times already.
I'm just giving you a hard time because it is funny.
Have you considered that it isn't, though? So this is the Baron's Way. What's this road called? Does this road have a name? There's Grand Modern. I mean, it looks like we're on the route. The Baron's Way goes to the Dayport Traders Bank, which we definitely want to hit. Sir Cullen's Keep should be close as well, then. I mean, traditionally, the way that building is constructed, traditionally is bank as hell, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I did not shoot that guy quite correctly. And now that they're alerted, they will take extra arrows to go down. So I sort of want to just ignore them. Oh, apparently I am actually seen. This is less good. One of them said, "Let's get him," in a way that makes me think he didn't lose track of me.
Coward, face me like a man.
So I'm waiting for him to come out this window, and I'm just gonna let him know.
Don't make me come find you.
They're definitely stepping around to my right.
God, that's weird.
What?
You can tell what direction they're stepping.
Okay, I was just hearing them through here. It turns out there's no way for them to access this room. Does it freak you out? Does it seem like a mutant power?
Like a man.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I understand it's mutant power everyone else but me has, like whistling, but
I guess that's sort of a point of view thing, right? Like, what if Cyclops argued that it's a mutant power that everybody else has the ability to not shoot red beams of pure punching out of their eyes?
As I find you, you're dead.
You know, how do you argue with that?
Coward,
makes you think.
face me like a man.
If I wrote a love story about Cyclops, if I put up some AO3 shit about Cyclops, it would be called Red Beams of Pure Punching.
Okay,
I'm really hoping these guys will go back to the
Okay,
neutral
so-
state.
hang on.
Yeah.
Who are you shipping Cyclops with?
I'll turn you up sooner or later.
I think it's sort of like a self-improvement thing. He learns to love himself, you know? Which is to say there are a lot of very long masturbation scenes. Because it is AO3, and I know how they get
Worry,
down.
I'll find you.
I'm closing in, Tapper.
I don't know if these guys are gonna go back to neutral. I might have to just murder them with a sword.
Where did he go? Damn.
Where did he go? Alright.
That's my favorite card.
Like me come find you.
Alright, the murder is occurring. Nope, never mind. As soon as I said that, he went back to neutral. Well then, my friend. Oh, hold on. Let's let the guard do his little walkabout here.
Close your eyes.
Come on now, come on.
Coward, face me like a man.
Who do you think is better at his job? Garrett or the Hitman from Hitman?
Don't worry, I'll find you.
That's interesting. So, like, relative to the quality of adversary, Hitman, for sure. But I think it's sort of tricky to evaluate it in that way. Because, like, a huge part of both of their success, honestly, is that they have such incompetent foes. You know, Agent 47 can walk up to a guy and be like, yes, my name is Tobias Reaper, and I'm here to deal with your boss. And the goons will be like, yeah, okay, sounds legit. Let me walk you into our private sanctum and unlock all the doors for you. So, like, what would I get? The point I'm making here is, what would Garrett or 47 be like if they were up against somebody who is actually any good at their job? We have no idea. It's never happened. Crimshaw, lock the receipts in the safe this time, or you'll taste the lash. Though I can't prove it, I suspect one of the night watchmen of having sticky fingers. If not every penny is accounted for in the morning, it will come out of your backside. Now that's a mutant power. And another thing, Don Valencia will be by in the morning to pick up his diamonds. Make sure you log the transfer and extend every courtesy we have available. Valencia is a client I do not want to lose. Tuttleshank.
Tulsik's a good name. Also, that mutant power,
Yeah.
that reminds me of Donkey Skin, which is like one of my favorite fairy tales, and also one of my favorite movies by Jacques Demy. It's a musical, Catherine Deneuve, and she bakes a cake that makes love, and the people love her. And there's a donkey that poops gold.
Okay.
That's what reminded me of it.
Okay, you can't just say she bakes a cake that makes love. You've got to be more careful. Alright, so I can't open this. I can't open this safe. It doesn't open with the key that we just took off of that guard. But here's Mr. Tuttleshank's office. Perhaps this opens with the key? Indeed.
It's like a love potion, but a cake,
Yeah.
to be clear.
This is a different but identical key. It's another instance of the same key, which does not open this. Oh my god, where are my picks? Here we go. Okay, yeah, this is working. Did that open the safe? It did. Yay. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. So, robbed a bank. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Think we've just about cleared the place out.
This was easier to rob than the other bank.
Okay, hold on. Where's my compass? I want to make sure we're facing the direction I think we're facing. So that's north. If we're in the Dayport Traders Bank, and that's so we're facing out this window right now.
Okay.
So if we want to hit Sir Cullen's Keep, which I believe we do, or Castle Carlisle. Hold on, we were given a tip that definitely talks
I remember
about
Castle Carlisle.
Castle
yeah.
Carlisle. Okay. So yeah, if we want to hit Castle Carlisle, then we want to go like out here and to our left.
Okay.
Machine guards down in the road makes me a little nervous.
Strange noises.
You heard nothing.
All right, stop fooling around.
I'm about to equip this guard with a silencer.
Nothing there. Weird.
Boy, killing a guard is really loud. It's weird because like the actual level of like the actual audio file produced by doing it is not any louder than like the sound that it makes when you thunk somebody with the blackjack.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, it's way more audible in the world. Hey, guess what? I'll just run at somebody and shout, hey, guess what? It's very disorienting. Have you ever had somebody do that to you?
Yes.
It is
you.
Literally true.
I'm closing in time.
It is impossible in the moment to even attempt to guess what.
Sometimes I guess what, though, and I guess correctly. That has happened. Mm-hmm. You're like, hey, guess what? And I was like, I love you? And you're like, yes.
That's fair. You can't just guess something that's always true, and it's like, well, that's not what I was thinking, but I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. So I think we want to get up there. Do I have any rope arrows? We have vine arrows. That's right. Do I want to use a vine arrow for this? I do think that there's space up there. I was kind of expecting to be able to get up from this window. It's not worked out that way. There's no way I'm going to be able to grab that awning. I might be able to grab this. Nope. Okay, well, let's actually try one of these vine arrows then, I guess.
Okay. Now, in what way does that differ from the rope arrow?
The vine arrow, the description indicates that it can stick to metal surfaces,
Okay.
which the rope arrows emphatically do not.
Yeah.
This doesn't even look like I don't think there's a hole for a chimney. So I don't think I'm spending a water arrow on this. Ah, okay, here's the thing. I could have jumped up into here and, well, whatever. We got the vine arrow back, you know.
Yeah.
Oh. Shit.
Very
What a bad moment to come in the window. I actually let one of these assholes hit me. I'm terribly embarrassed.
You should throw his body off the side of the building.
I agree with you. Harder than... Okay, hold on. Yeah! Those guys do not care. Oh, no, okay, he cares now. Let's see if we can sneak up on this other guard.
I really love how stiff the stiffs are when you throw them, and they kind of just float forward as an unmoving piece. That's really funny to me.
Huh. No baby to steal, huh? That's a shame. A baby commands a good price on the secondary market, so.
Catch!
Oh, damn it. I hit the lamp. I hit the... Holy shit. That guy just shoot a fire arrow at me?
Yep.
I hit the light with my blackjack, and the guy tried to assassinate both of us.
Okay. So another reason why longbows feel like a weird choice is you'll see them use the longbows like at close range.
Yeah.
And that's highly impractical. You know, even if you were just like a longbowman, because the thing with the longbows, of course, they do have tremendous more range and firing power than a crossbow. Mm-hmm. Which is why you still see them largely preferred through some medieval armies. But the thing is, right, that you will see, like, they'll have like a little dagger or something. You switch to that when it's up close.
Yeah.
That makes more sense than trying to pull a bow with someone next to you who has a sword.
Quiet, you lumbering ox. You're making enough racket to wake the whole of Dayport. Well, it's dark, and I can't seize what I'm lifting. What you'll see is the haft of my sword across your brow if you don't hurry things up. There's a guard in the building, and we're both skewered if he hears you. All right, but I got me a question. Do we want the gold or the jewelry? We want whatever you can carry, you tougher. Now hurry it along before we're seen. Or maybe you want to spend a lifetime or two in the Blue Coats company? The Blue Coats? Oh, just hurry it up already.
Well, well, housebreakers. How quaint.
Not allowed to kill anyone who's unarmed. That man is clearly holding a sword. Oh, he's tough.
Not kidding. Come on out.
He's like really tough?
You better hope I find you before the guard.
What on earth was that?
Grin while you can, Taffer. You're ours now.
Okay. I've dramatically improved that guy's thieving capabilities by equipping him with a silencer.
I didn't do this.
Did you hear what he said? He came out the door and saw his friend's dead body and went, uh-oh, I didn't do this. Are they both fighting me or no? Yeah, they're not really interested in each other. But we heard the guard hit the thief before.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that I can jump with my sword out now so I can do a jump strike? Jesus. Alright. Fuck.
I guess in game terms, the game's going to default to the enemies going after you instead of after each other. And I guess, you know, in a more diegetic sense, like, Garrett's a known quantity, right? Like, everyone was after Garrett.
I don't know if people know what Garrett looks like to such a degree that, like, there's 3 thieves on a rooftop and you know which one's Garrett, at a moment's notice. That feels like he's not doing his job right. Sorry, I'm healing up before we go into this building.
That's fair.
Because I actually did sustain a sword strike or two there, which is not fantastic for your HP.
No?
Okay. A little bit of money, that's not so bad. There's more building here. I think that place where that guy tried to shoot the rocket at us was Castle Carlisle, and what we got out of going over there was 2 fire arrows. Pretty weak ass castle, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What is this?
Is that the most weak ass castle you've ever encountered?
Weird question. Weird glowing mushroom.
I would say the most weak ass castle I've ever been to is Kerwood Castle in Owasso, Michigan. That castle sucks ass.
Yeah, here's the thing about Michigan. There wasn't one of those until long after the period when castles were a thing. That is a vanity castle. Nobody needs a castle in Michigan.
Well, specifically, it was a vanity castle to be like a writing workshop for a writer that was a couple blocks from his house.
Yo,
Okay, all right. Let's.
Agloris Corinth.
Should you be reading this?
Can I-
Is this gonna be...
Yeah. Hey, you know how in every horror movie you're like, what the fuck are you doing reading the text out loud? Why would you do that? Here's what I had to say about that. Agloris Corinth. Caglemorix Loran Asuenlian Balmrorven Agror.
You said Asu.
I guess you're right. I did. The joke's on me. Feartun Ferenith. And then, like, this is a real world religious symbol, isn't it? Isn't this like, I did a lot of research once upon a time. I spent a few months getting really into alchemy and alchemical theory because I was investigating a stupid secret in a video game. And I remember seeing this, or something very similar to it. The Tree of Life. Something.
Okay.
I don't know. This is something. I don't know what to make of this. What a weird thing we've discovered. Ah! Alright, that was a very effective fucking jump scare. Can you blackjack a zombie? Nope, not really.
Is that because you read the book?
Of course it's because I read the book. I said the damn words out loud. Amabel, why didn't you warn me?
I did?
Yeah, let's see you do that. Smart guy. Well, that's the Necromancer's Spire. Now I know where we are. Fuck. I was like, hey, I definitely want to check out that Necromancer's Spire. And you were like, yeah, no, that's a great idea. You should do that. And if you see a book, make sure you read the words. Okay.
I did not say that. Wow.
All right. That zombie did punch me once, but it was not much of a punch. I'm actually embarrassed. So this was Sir Cullen's keep.
Okay.
I'm embarrassed on behalf of the zombie. We still have these frog beast eggs. I don't know what to do with these. I'm not going to touch them yet. All right. So this way is north. So if we go through, we're in Sir Cullen's keep. If we go north, we'll cross the Baron's Way to Castle Carlisle.
Okay.
I really like I think the map thing is really effective in these like dense urban environments.
Careful.
Fucking goddamn it, Garrett! Why must you list side to side as you walk? I hate it so much.
So what was the game you were looking for the secret in?
It's this game. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's this game called Payday 2.
Nobody that's
watching
secret.
nobody watching this channel will be familiar. That's actually the funny thing about that joke. Let me explain the joke because that makes it funnier. The funny thing about that joke, the channel Deep Lore, is that making videos about the Payday 2 secret is how I got my first subscribers, and it's like one of the videos I made went kind of weirdly viral. This has got to be the place. This is a greenhouse near Castle Carlisle. We're getting there. We kind of weirdly viral, and then that's when I was like, hey, you know, maybe I could do some like Let's Plays. Maybe some people would actually watch that shit. And there's a more complicated story there too, but it is probably the case actually that none of the people who subscribed because of the Payday 2 videos I made 9 years ago are still watching. Are you fucking... Could you please die?
If you are still watching, leave a comment.
Please do, actually. That would be fascinating. Like... Cool, gas arrow. Hell yeah. This was super worth the detour. Gas arrows are amazing. Horticulturist log. Growing a new strain of mushrooms supplied by my new friends. They actually give off a substantial amount of light. Oh gee, I wonder who his friends are. I'm considering abandoning the powered lamps and replacing them all with mushrooms. I can imagine the look on Theodore's face. Longdaddy has proven to be quite the gardener's assistant. Oh no! Oh no!
What? Do we know who long?
I just assumed that spider was a hostile spider monster. Oh, what if I killed somebody's, like, effectively dog? It didn't attack me, but they're always kind of shit at attacking. I assumed it was just confused.
When was your last quick save?
No, we can't. It's you know,
Okay.
we're living in Consequence Town now. We've fucking packed up the truck and moved to Consequence Town. But I feel terrible. Today he intercepted a carrion diver that was headed right for the rhododendron. Those little buggers have destroyed more of my plants than I care to remember. I may just let Longdaddy web up the entire eastern end of the greenhouse if it will stop the insects from getting through. I've been contracted out to build an enormous terrarium for Thistlewell. Ah, the rich and their luxuries. Oh no. I'm so sorry. It should fail the mission. Longdaddy's unarmed. Actually feeling terrible. Terrible.
This is why I don't murder things if I can avoid it in games.
No, you're right. This is a lesson. I'm being taught something today.
Will you learn it? Will you take it to heart?
Maybe. We'll see. Okay. All right. Well, let's vine arrow, I suppose. No, that still doesn't work. I kind of didn't think it would because it says, I believe, the description we read says they work on like metal grating. So I kind of wasn't expecting it to work on the stone, and you know, it didn't. What a surprise!
You know what video of yours I wish had gone viral, sweetheart, and should go viral. If people are watching this, they should make it go viral.
Okay, what's that?
Hanging with Hugin.
As soon as I find you, you're dead. Hey,
Fuck you!
here you go.
Okay. We didn't quite disprove what he said because he didn't find me. I found him. Oh, this is a dead end. Trondheim, you were correct in recommending Tall Camric and Sons for our recent contracting needs. Their craftsmanship is truly remarkable, as evidenced by our new armory door. It's made of pit-forged steel, interwoven with black iron, and coated with a titanium resin, or something like that. The sun itself could not blast that portal open. Okay, armory door, impossible to break through, got it. In the unlikely event that we are attacked, the men should come to one of us to gain access to the armory. Remember the 30-day siege at Castle Morendrum, old friend? Ah, now those were the days. It is truly a shame that the men must be kept from the very tools of their profession, but such blatant misuse of gas arrows simply cannot be tolerated. Alas, that poor Burek. Okay, so there's a couple of guys would have keys to the armory. We just gotta find those motherfuckers. Where are my picks? I have so many objects in my bag. Is this the armory door, or... I mean, this is a key from a different house. I wasn't expecting that to work. I mean, it doesn't look grand enough to be an armory door. I figured it just went into the rest of the castle. Okay, so that was Moloch. Moloch, and it was... The note was written to... No, that's not it. It's become one of our identical Trondheim. Moloch and Trondheim. I don't think we've encountered those names anywhere else.
Yeah. Good names.
Okay. If you say so. Trying to see if I can grab the, Hell yeah. Don't want to lose a vine arrow. Oh, look at that. Maneuvers. So, if we can figure out where in the city those two people are, we could get keys from them and come back.
That's the only way into the castle, as far as you know.
As far as I can see. I'm wondering if this is like this level of the skybox, if we will find ourselves unable to get up there, even if we did like bring some crates over here. Because you'll notice a lot of the buildings aren't exactly that height.
Yeah.
Alright, so if we wanted to get from here to the fucking party, we need to keep going north. That's Lady Louisa's suite over there. And then Grand Modern Road leads to Angel Watch. Well, unfortunately, north is actually kind of a tricky proposition from this spot here. I think we'd want to go through that building, right? Because this is the Baron's Way. Yeah, we want to get east and then north. But like, what's the point of the gas arrows if you have to go to the party to get the keys, right?
Yeah.
Perhaps I have not been wary enough, but I do not recognize those names, and I have no idea where we would have to go to get the keys. So yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to reverse our path a little bit, and I feel like maybe that is an action best left for next time.
Okay.
I think we've done a lot of work here. We've stolen a lot of things. We've fought a lot of people stealthily with expertise.
We murdered a pet spider.
We did
in cold blood.
I did in cold blood slaughter the precious Longdaddy, and I will never live it down. Garrett's gonna change his ways starting today. Probably. Maybe. Hey, I'll leave you in suspense about whether that works out. That's gonna be it for us for
the next living thing you encounter, you just murdered.
Well, it had a sword. That's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. So when you come back next time, now I'm all flustered. When you come back next time, we are gonna find our way to that party. The part of the mission where we do the thing that's in the name of the mission has got to happen eventually, right? Come back next time to see if that's true, and we'll see you then.
Bye. Sorry you're flustered, sweetheart. Cute when you're flustered, though.